Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Jay Fong here and I'm so excited to have you guys here with me today. Like many of you, I definitely have an affinity for luxury handbags and shoes. I wouldn't say my collection is huge by any means. There's definitely pretty impressive collections out there, but I definitely have a growing wish list and I am really enjoying everything that I have in my wardrobe now. Unfortunately for my wallet though, that wish list seems to be never ending and always growing. I also love learning about the history of these luxury brands because I think depending on the designer or the different eras, it really translates into these beautiful designs. And it tells so much about the brand and the designer of the time. And so today I wanted to talk to you guys about a little bit of history of one of my favorite brands, and that is Celine. I actually have notes here so I don't forget anything, but let's just take it back all the way back to 1945. Celine Bipiana and her husband opened their first boutique. And this boutique is actually not anything close to what you see today. It was actually a children made-to-measure shoe boutique. But Celine saw just so much success within the first few years that she opened a couple more of these children's shoe boutiques. But it wasn't until about a decade later that she started introducing different lines like women ready to wear. And it was 20 years later in 1966 that she introduced her first leather accessories line. So you're talking leather belts, leather gloves, and of course, the leather bags. And I have one here today. It is a vintage design. Unfortunately, I don't know the exact year because when I purchased this, it was already a pre-loved item, but I just love how beautifully this was made. It obviously looks like a current design, which I'll go into in a little bit. I love that the closure is actually a horse carriage, and the closure, oops, actually says Celine right here, but it is just such a timeless and elegant design. And I think that, you know, a design like this really is very telling about what Celine stands for. It really is a very timeless, chic, minimalistic, simple design and a brand that kind of symbolizes that as well. So in 1987, Bernard Arnault, who is the chairman and CEO of LVMH, saw sort of like the success and what Celine could become. And he bought the capital and inherited all of the Celine stores, which was 89 of them at the time, spanning internationally in Beverly Hills and Hong Kong. And Celine basically stayed the creative director and the creative brain of the brand until she passed in 1997. So the first designer that was named after she passed was actually Michael Kors. So a lot of you guys might know Michael Kors from his namesake brand, Michael Kors. But prior to that, he actually worked at a lot of different brands and made great history and great design with a lot of different brands, and Celine was one of them. And he worked there in 1997, and he started as the lead designer for women ready to wear. And he did such great things with the brand that no wonder in 1999, so 2 years after he started at Celine, he was named the creative director. And he basically stayed there for a few more years until 2004. And that's when he left to create his namesake brand, Michael Kors. And after he left, I think Celine's just sort of went through this like turbulent time, and it's gone through I think 2 different designers in a few years. And this was a time where, you know, Celine kind of lost a lot of the public interest and the designs just weren't super inspired. But in 2008, Celine found Phoebe Philo. And as you can tell from my excitement, Phoebe Philo is just, it's my favorite Celine designer, and she is just one of my favorite designers. I think that she just understands what it means to design for the modern working woman. Her designs are very elegant, very simple, which is just so similar to some of Celine Vipiana's designs, but she just takes kind of a modern take to it. And immediately her designs just made so many it bags and caused a lot of waves in the industry. And so the first bag that she came out with that caught everybody's attention, I feel like everybody at this point knows, is this Celine luggage that she came out with in 2009. And when this bag hit the runway, it became just an instant hit. This bag is super gorgeous. This is the largest size that they have, which is the Celine mini luggage tote. It now comes in 2 other sizes, which there is the macro and the nano. And the nano, I believe, is a pretty popular size because it's the only one that actually has a strap that you can wear crossbody. I just think that this is a bag that kind of speaks to the functionality of a bag because it's big. You can just literally, is a catch-all bag, but it is just so beautifully made. Everything is made, sort of has just a really nice touch to it. But this bag is also known for the robot face bag, funny enough, because if you look at it, it sort of looks a little bit like a robot face, right? The next year in 2010, she launched the Trapeze, which again is another bag that is really popular and just made it into another instant it bag. In 2011, Phoebe actually redesigned her very famous Celine classic box, and it's no wonder that this bag to today is still called the classic bag because it is super classic. Obviously this isn't like an original design. It is a remake of the old box bag. As you can see, the clasp is slightly different. Everything is just slightly different, but really speaks to Phoebe's design. It's very minimalistic, but it's very, very chic, it's simple, and it's elegant, and truly is a bag that is just so timeless. And the thing I love about this bag, and I can speak about this bag forever, but the thing I love about this bag is that if you don't know anything about Celine or Phoebe or just the brand in general, you will never know what this brand is until you open the clasp, and that's when it displays Celine at the very top here. And I think that the design just, again, speaks to how timeless and classic this piece can be. So again, it's no wonder that this bag is called the classic box bag. And of course, along the way, Phoebe had created so many other bags that are just as beautiful. And the last bag that I wanted to mention is a bag that she created in 2015. The belt bag. This is just one of those bags that you look at, and again, it's just so simple. It's just a tote bag, and it does have a longer strap that you can wear on your shoulders, but this is my workhorse. I bought this thinking that I will, go to work and use it for work. I can use it for travel, and truly it has been a bag that I have done everything with. I've traveled with, I've gone to work with, and it's a bag that it's not just a boring work tote. It definitely has a very clean, classic kind of design. The lines are very clean, and it's just so well made, and it's just incredibly beautiful. This bag also comes in, I believe, 2 or 3 other sizes now, and a bunch of different colors, but this is such a gorgeous, gorgeous bag. So Phoebe stayed the creative director of Celine until 2018, and I just remember when I heard the news in 2018, I was devastated, along with many other Celine fans out there. It's just kind of an end of an era. She stayed there for about 10 years, and she just brought out so many beautiful designs, and all the designs just, I think, spoke to so many women and was just so beautiful that when you think about somebody else coming in and taking those designs and tweaking it was truly heartbreaking. And fast forward to 2019, Eddie Sleeman, I think that's how you say his name, he became the creative director at Celine. And prior to Celine, he was actually the creative director at Saint Laurent. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm sure myself, along with many others, were really shocked because Eddie has just such a different aesthetic than Phoebe that I think we were all concerned and a little scared about the future of Celine. I do think that over the past few years, his creative designs are definitely warming up to me. There are a few designs and changes that he's made to the brand that were shocking and maybe not so shocking, with dropping the E in Celine and recreating some of the logos, bringing back some of Celine Vipiano's old designs and sort of turning it into his own. So the brand definitely has changed quite a bit. Some of his designs definitely speak to a maybe younger audience, but it is still, I feel like his designs are definitely warming up to me. Some bags have definitely caught my attention, but I am really excited to see the future of Celine, regardless of whether it's Phoebe or Eddie. But again, Phoebe always has my heart. So that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoy. Let me know in the comment section below, are you Team Phoebe or are you Team Eddie? Which designs do you like most? Do you like Celine? Do you not like Celine? Or are you sort of in the middle? And also let me know what other brands you want to see me cover. Again, these are just very, very simple history of the brand. If you guys want to know more, definitely do your own research. But I love doing videos like these and I hope you guys enjoy. Until next time, bye guys.